Hello, it's Monday the 23rd. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. And if you thought the cold snap was over, -7 this morning. Anyway, British Steel, they were struggling to keep up and they were close to collapse. However, it remains an important part of UK industrial output. So the government has agreed around £300 million of a bridge funding deal with the new Chinese owners. They've promised 1.2 billion over the next 10 years. And even at the cost of 300 million, and selling out to the Chinese, of course, the government wanted to protect a significant number of jobs, both those directly employed and, of course, those across the related supply chain. Stick that one in your smelter. Andrew Bailey's been on, speaking about the economic outlook. He was a little bit more upbeat than the last time he was on about that, because that was just after Truss and Kwarteng had royally cocked everything up. The Bank of England believes that inflation has topped out as core inflation is beginning to fall slightly, but further rate hikes are needed in order to get the job done. Bertie, come on. Bailey expects a recession, and he expects this to be longer than previous downturns, but shallower. Close to a soft landing, if you will, but just on the wrong side of negative growth. Now, it's a similar story in the US as well. Inflation is thought to have peaked, but further rate hikes are expected. Projections suggest that the Fed might manage to keep the US economy just on the right side of negative growth, though, and that would be a textbook soft landing to this economic cycle. Earnings season continues this week in the US, and of course the market will continue focusing on employment numbers. The tech sector in particular has been shedding thousands of jobs so far this year. But meanwhile, currencies are pretty hooked on interest rate expectations. Sterling has been pretty supported because the Fed looks likely to taper rate hikes before the Bank of England gets the job done. And last week we challenged dollar resistance around 124.40. We start the new week from about 124.20 against the dollar. We're about 113.90 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 109.10 this morning. Right, -7. It's been a chilly one. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.